What's going on, Chicanos? How's it going? Me, I'm doing good. I got the laptop up, running and good. You're no longer gonna hear like that woo sound. But if you ever noticed that, because the laptop it had like 30 viruses, the guy said it was overheating it. That's why I would have to use my phone, but I lost my phone. I had to take off the editing app. That's where all the effects came from, because I used my phone for that, not the laptop. But now I'm going to be able to download stuff. I'm looking into that, trying to, step it up a little bit. And if you didn't notice too, because I actually had an iPad, I would use that, but I don't do too much on that. The laptop is what you need. A computer is the best thing to use for all that, trying to edit it and download videos, and you could get more into it. But let me get straight to it. The top Hispanic slave names. Because, see, we as a people, we don't realize that we were slaves because, we took on that Spaniard identity as, it's us now and we're Catholic and we forgive and Virgin Mary and all that. So, for us, we don't realize that, we were slaves. We are slaves. But, you know, some people want to take it to honor it, to not see it that way. But when you see it that way, because even us, like, we talk about maybe blacks were slaves, you were slaves, but we were slaves too. We were the slaves before they went and got the Africans over here, the natives, no matter. Remember Hernan Cortez, all the way up to, when they were killing the Cherokee, they were taking natives to the islands because the Taínos started dying off, and then, we started dying off because of the smallpox and all these diseases that they brought. So then that's when they brought the Africans in. So, we were stripped, us being stripped of our identity, of our land, having our names changed. If your grandfather's name was Talek Tecolot, maybe, and then now his name got turned into Hernando Raúl de la Cruz Juarez, and so, we gotta realize that. Some people tell me, we should honor the both, and I get that. I see why you're gonna want to honor both sides, but see, we gotta realize this, because even us, we make fun of the black people, our culture. They were slaves. We were slaves too. We were stripped of all this heritage and culture, like I was saying, and we don't take that in because we honor the Virgin Mary now, or Christian churches, and we forgive in the way they taught us. But remember, they taught our people in a passive way. Even the slaves, they taught the black slaves Christianity in a passive way. So we learned all the nonsense when they were keeping the real truth. If you believe in the Bible, of how God could say, if you're oppressed, you could step up, against what you believe is right. But so for us, we take that in as, as a forget and forgive. So, and, we just illusion ourselves out of it. So, I mean, we got to realize this. If you want to honor the Spanish European identity, that's you, not me. And for me, I'm mestizo in my own way, not in Spanish and native, because I don't really got that Spanish mentality, because like I've said, I didn't grow up with that. I don't speak Spanish, didn't grow up like that. My family, we're more so-called Americanized. So I'm mestizo in a different way, in the Americanized way of native, and not so much, I don't got that Latino in me. I really don't. I don't got that, that I didn't grow up like that. Y'all know what I mean. And especially if y'all from NorCal and all that. So, I mean, other than that, let me get to these. I got the top 15 names that you guys will automatically know. And I actually got the least Hispanic names that you guys may not, maybe I never really heard of them. Only one. So let me get to it. I'm going to start with the least, since I know, who knows how many people. Everyone's going to hear the top 15. Oh, that's going to be probably everybody's last name here when I mention it. So, so I don't even know how to say some of these names that I never seen. That's the thing, too. So, I mean, I'm making myself look funny. So, it's S, D, S. I'm embarrassing myself right now for the video. So 1,200 people got this last name, and it's ranked 1,989. That's the ranking of oh man, I forgot to write down of everybody. So these people, it's ESCUTIA, Estida. Uh, so 1,200 people got that. 1,200 people got the name Ruza, Urzua. I don't know if any of you guys got that last name. Ruza is, and 1,201 people got the last name Barber. These are remember the least Hispanic last names. These are 1,202 people got the last name Abrunis. Abundis. You know, I'm just spelling these ones out too because, you know, maybe these are your last names and I'm not saying it right. So if any of these guys, any of you people out there got these least so-called Hispanic favorite last names that are not out there between the Mexican, Nicaraguan community, maybe you could tell me how to say these names if one of them is yours. And this is 1,202 people got the name Arellans, Arellans. Arellans. See, I never heard Mexican people with these names. These are, so who knows, these are so-called Hispanic last names. 1,204 people got the name Mayez, M-A-E-Z, Mayez. 1,205 people got the last name Hodges for the Hispanic community. 1,207 people got the last name Diazleon. It's Diaz, D-I-A-Z, D-E-L-E-O-N. Diazleon. I never heard that at all. And then 1,208 people got the last name Sabala. S-A-B-A-L-A. Sabala. Never heard that for a so-called Hispanic last name. 1,209 people got the last name Barranco. Just like it's B-A-R-R-A-N-C-O. That may sound kind of familiar. I heard it out there, never as a last name, the word. And actually, 1,209 people again got the last name Potter. That's an easy name. Everyone heard the name Potter, so there's some so-called Hispanics out there who knows with the last name Potter. 1,210 people got the last name Marano, M-A-D-E-R-O. 1,210 people got the last name Murra, M-E-R-A. And this is a name that I had a family friend have. Is 1,210 people got the last name Shelton. I heard that last name, my family friend, he was Mexican, my cousin. Man, at the time his last name is Shelton and he is Chicano. So these are the least Chicano names that you'll hear out there with so-called Hispanic Latino community. Maybe in the East Coast, if these are any of your names that sound familiar, tell me, because I know I didn't say anything right. And you know, all these are ranked at the lowest, you know, these are ranked out of 20,000, 1 out of 20,000 last names that are in the so-called Hispanic community, and these are the dead last. 1986, 1986, 1989, 1989, 1992, 1998, and these were the last names of all the 20,000. What I did was scroll all the way down the whole list and grab the last 15 of the least so-called Hispanic last names, just to clarify that more. So these are the top 15 so-called Hispanic last names, and I am calling these Hispanic because these are not Mexican. These come from Europe. These are the so-called Latino, Hispanic, top slave last names. I am not proud to have these last names. That's why I did not uh, participate in trying to use my name in this. My name is Tecolo. So not none of these European so-called Latino, Hispanic last names. So let me get to the video. And everyone's gonna know all these. These are probably gonna be the majority of your guys' last names right now. So let me go with number 1. 779, 412,000 people got the last name Garcia. Boom! That's probably like everyone's last name right now on the channel. 745, 530,000 people got the last name Rodriguez, and that's number 2. This is 1 to 15. 710,896 people got the last name Martinez. Whoa! Number 4, 662,000 got the 648,000 got the last name Hernandez. Number 5, Lopez, 768,000 got the last name Lopez, ranked number 5. 795,000 people got the last name Gonzalez. 729,000 people got the last name Perez. Whoa! And that's number 8 is next for 972,000 people got the last name Sanchez. 364,000 people got the last name Ramirez. Number 9, that was Ramirez. For you Ramirez's out there. Number 10, 296, 424,000 got the last name Torres. Woo! Number 11, 283, 979 people got the last name Flores. Whoa! So let me see. Number 12 is next for 200. Let me see. Ooh, I messed up on that writing. That's bad. 270 and 26,000 people have the last name Rivera. That's number 12, Rivera's. Number 13, 289 people got the last name Gomez. For number 14, 229, 666 people got the last name Diaz. For number 15, 202 and 52,000 people got the last name Reyes. Those are the top 15 Hispanic slave last names, and I'm sure everybody heard those last names, but I got one for the homie from Chicano Experience because we were talking about me doing this, and I put a picture up and he didn't see his last name, and I told him I'll get it for him. His last name is Pena, and it's ranked number 44 with 90,000 and people, 90,000 and 3,500. That's how many people got that last name. 90,000 people, basically. So, you know, these are the top Hispanic slave names and the least Hispanic slave names that I mentioned. So me, I don't care for these last names. I don't care to choose to honor Spain or Europe. So people don't tell me and ask me to, because I'm in my own so-called mestizo already culture with this Americanized and being Chicano Mexican, and I don't really got that so-called Spanish culture, never grew up in it. So for me, that's why for me it's easier to just kick rocks with it, you know. not even trip off it. Like, I'm a big supporter of the Mexica movement, of the way they talk about, they don't support no so-called Hispanic culture, identity, none of it. They don't got a mestizo personality too much. They try not to, but of course it's gonna be in you and you're gonna have that. But I mean, so tell me what you think about these. I probably said everybody's last name in the top 15. Tell me if these, the last ones, the least ones that I wasn't saying right, didn't know how to say them. Anybody, if those are your last names, let me know. And peace out, start to finish, you know.